Hey, how are ya? I'm Ragunsky. Welcome back to another Worst Mainstream Documentaries. Thank you for all the support on the last video, the Bigfoot alien connection. I did plan on having this video out a while ago, but Modern Warfare 2 just added a new shipment map that was Christmas themed, so that, took me out for a couple of days. Gotta get them camos, boyo. So without further ado, I present to you...
And they went on record claiming they saw a body. I know this because I was part of the team investigating that beaching and what the Navy did that day. And I believe I know what it is that they took.
Thrilling stuff. Don't mind the dog, she'll be walking around in the background quite a bit. But did anyone else notice the odds that it just happened to be on an old 4x3, old mobile phone camera? Because it just looks so real.
Mein Name ist Hans Bauer. Ich bin im Hafen von Sutridge aufgewachsen. Ich bin schon ein Fischer mein ganzes Leben.
I know this weird old German dude's waffling on a little bit, showing you photos of, a fish that's clearly been shot with a spear gun. But bear with me because the payoff is definitely worth it. So stick around to the end because it's going to give you some evidence that you just can't disagree with.
Fische mit Speeren in den Seiten. Davon habe ich schon viele gesehen. Auf einen Trip habe ich meine Kamera mitgebracht. Ich wollte Fotografien machen vom Walfischen für meinen Sohn. Auf denselben Trip, wo wir die Netze da rausbrachten. In einem Netz, da war was, hat sich so komisch bewegt und als wenn es so rausklettern wollte. Und ich bin ganz schnell gegangen, ich habe meine Kamera geholt und ich habe das Bild genommen. Ich glaube, hier ist was die Speere macht. Ich glaube, wir stören hier.
Jesus Christ.
That's a mermaid.
Why are we so different from other terrestrial animals? The human record for breath holding is nearly 20 minutes. That's almost as long as a dolphin can dive. The only other animals born with as thick a fat layer are exclusively marine mammals.
So not too dissimilar to the last video where the small first, maybe third of the film is dedicated to experts talking about sort of unrelated topics. And that's until we get into the good part, which happens when...
Could we be descended from a group of apes that were once becoming marine mammals?
It can't be just me who thinks that they look kind of similar to...
I'm starving. We ain't had nothing but maggoty bread for 3 stinking days.
But what pulled them here? What drew them to the water's edge? It was food.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
So if you're anything like me, they sort of lost me at that point. Not to say I was on board throughout the midsection of the film, but this is where it got hauntingly beautiful. This is where they have this weirdly personal backstory behind some of these mermen and merwomen. And it's really weird how much depth they go into for these fish people. It's weird.
Land, covered in glaciers. Land must seem a cold and foreign place to them now. whales gather here.
And I'm not going to understate this, but it gets really intense.
And so does the shark that preys on them.
Ah! My boy! Get out of there, my boy!
Megalodon. A shark as big as a whale. A shark that ate whales. The pod travels with young.
Now that all that ancient history is out of the way, it's time to move to the more recent findings. Fuck, my heart's still pounding from before. I'm sorry if that scared the shit out of you too. But anyway, we're at the modern era. And this is when they finally get to show us the true, real, unedited video from the start of the film. We're probably a couple of hours of the way in now, but that doesn't matter. We're going to see the real footage never before seen until now.
The first time I watched the video, I remember feeling a chill, and not from the shock of seeing it alive, but I remember thinking about the moments before the sonar blast, that this...
Beginning half of the film, they're showing us the backstory to how the Mermaid ended up exactly on the beach. Showing us all of the mass beachings caused by the sonar waves produced by some military submarines, apparently. So this is just so you have a bit of a backstory before this next little bit coming up.
We never found another living one. At least not during my tenure with the Navy. When I resigned, we weren't even sure if there were any left to be found. The creature we pulled off the beach in Washington State died in 2007. We kept it alive as long as we could. I know what I did was wrong.
Animals of two different environments. There is nothing else like this on Earth, and nobody knows how it began, how this partnership started. It's one of...
Yes, but you wouldn't want me any less. Yes, 'cause you know how wild it could get to love an emotional mess. You got me, babe, I'm yours to have. Don't hurt me, my heart's in your hands. You got me, babe, I'm yours to have. Don't hurt me,
Before getting to the end, flip the onion